Now welcome to the Google Search Ads tutorial for beginners. To understand how to do Google Search Ads in this Google Search Ads tutorial, we're going to look at learning activity 4, which is an individual practical activity. And here is the case study or scenario. Add Salt, Add Pepper is a Singapore and Southeast Asia's leading online marketplace and entertainment platform. Their mission is to enable Singaporeans to discover, book, and experience the best things to eat, do, and buy anywhere at any time. So Add Salt, Add Pepper as a company, they are exploring to use search engine marketing, which is Google Ads, to generate more sales and leads for their services. The two key services that they have for Add Salt, Add Pepper as a company is, number one, they help their customers write featured articles. And number two, they help to list their customers on the marketplace. And what we know is their website URL is addsaltaddpepper.com. So let's look at their website to find out about these two services of writing articles and also to list their customers on the marketplace. So we were gonna cut over now to their website. To access the Add Salt, Add Pepper website, you can either type in the URL addsaltaddpepper.com or you can search them Add Salt, Add Pepper website, and you can also access from here. And this is the Add Salt, Add Pepper website, as you can see. The Add Salt, Add Pepper website provides two services for their customers, and they are as follows. If we click on this ASAP features, you will realize that this is one of the services that they provide. So what we can do is we can copy this URL. We will need this for the ad later to write about their customers in featured articles. We want to know that this is the page that we want to run our ad into. And the other one is to list customers on the marketplace. So let's look at the list customers on the marketplace. And right now we are back at the ASAP website. And to list the customers in the marketplace, there is this feature here, list with us. List with us. And what we do is we're gonna just copy this URL here. Copy. We're gonna go back to the PowerPoint slide here, and we're gonna paste here. And one of the effective way in which we run ads is we do not want our ads to land on the home page, because the home page doesn't really talk about the service that we want to advertise. So hence, for the featured articles, we have already identified the article page, and for the list customers on the marketplace, we have identified the relevant page that contain that information. So when we run our ads to these respective pages instead of the home page, we will get a better and more relevant and higher quality score. So this is important. Next, we look at the structure of what is required of us. And we know we are to create a search only campaign with a daily budget of 30, and we are to create at least 2 ad groups based on the services provided, which is writing of article and list with us. And we are supposed to create 10 keywords for each ad group and create at least one ad for the ad group, and later on we are supposed to set up conversion tracking. So let's leave conversion tracking for later. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sketch up on how the campaign looks like. We need to create a search only campaign with a daily budget of $30. This campaign will contain at least 2 ad groups, or for the sake of the example, this campaign will contain 2 ad groups, one namely for the article writing services and another one is list with us on the marketplace, and each of the ad group must contain 10 keywords and the ad group must contain 1 ad per ad group. So at this point in time, we want to sketch out on how does this campaign, ad group, ads and keyword, how do they tie together. So this is how our campaign structure, the ad group, keywords and the ads will look like. So firstly, what we know is we have one search campaign. And we know the daily budget is 30 per day. So this is our campaign. So the campaign will contain 2 ad groups. Ad group 1 and ad group 2. And we know ad group 1 is for the article writing services. Article writing services, and ad group 2 is for the marketplace services. So we know this. We're going to write this down. This ad group 2 is for the marketplace listing. This ad group 1 is for article writing. And earlier we have the article writing URL. Let's call this URL 1. And we have here as the URL 2. Earlier we have determined that each of these pages have their own unique URL. And in ad group 1, what we know is we need to have 10 keywords and what we know in ad group 1, the 10 keywords will be different from ad group 2 10 keywords, because ad group 2 the 10 keywords are focusing on getting traffic when people are searching for keywords that are related to marketplace listing, whereas for ad group 1 it is focused to get traffic when people are searching for article writing related keywords. So these 2 keywords are very different, and similarly each of them will have their own ad. Let's call this ad 1 and let's call this ad 2. So what we can learn from this structure is that one campaign can have many ad groups, and in an ad group, that is the location where you manage your keywords, and that is also the location where you manage your ad. And also what we can know is that one ad group can have as many ads, and each ad can have a different keyword variation depending on how you are to set this up. So this is how a campaign structure looks like. Now, having understood how the campaign structure looks like, we are now ready to run and execute our ads. If we want to access the Google Ads account, we will type ads.google.com and we will sign in with our Google account. And after we sign in with our Google account, we will be able to see the Google Ads interface. In this case, you see there are many Google Ads account. This is because I'm managing several clients' Google Ads account. But for your case, you will not see this selection. So basically, after you have signed in, what you will see is here, where the Google Ads interface will be loaded. Once you are in this Google Ads account and see this interface, you are now ready to create your new campaign, your ad group, and your ads. So before we proceed, there is also a tool that we will be using later, and that is called the Keyword Planner tool. And to access the Keyword Planner tool, you will need a Google Ads account, and you can click under Tools here, under Planning, and you will see the Keyword Planner. This is where we will find and research on the keywords that is required. And now we come to the keyword research process. And the keyword research process, we will use some Google tools to give us and to let us know what are the keywords with the highest search volume that people search in Google. And the keyword research process is as follows. First, before we use the Keyword Planner, we will use this useful tool called Google Suggest. And as we know, we're going to use one example called article writing to let us know what are some of the keywords that people are searching for article writing, so that they will engage AdSaltAdPepper when AdSaltAdPepper use all these keywords to run a Google Ads. So we want to know that. So very simple. We use the first step, which is called Google Suggest or Google Autocomplete. And what we do to trigger Google Suggest or Google Autocomplete is simply to type the word and what you do is you just type article writing and do not press enter, and you will see that this is Google Suggest, right? So basically, you will see that these are the keyword that people will be searching for that has the highest search volume. The one on top, which is article writing format, is the one that is of the highest search volume, followed by article writing examples, and the below one, which is article writing class 1-2, has the lowest search volume, right? So it is from the highest to the lowest, and the first one is of course the seed keyword that you are searching for. But of course, we are not using article writing because article writing is too generic. Perhaps people are searching for article writing service or services, right? So what we can do is that here we can just type article writing service without entering, and we'll realize that article writing services are something that people will be searching for, right? So our keyword will then be article writing services as one of the keyword that we're gonna run ad to. Next, we're gonna type article writing services space A. So are there any other keywords about this? Article writing services in Asia? No. Article writing services at at home? No. So then what about B? Article writing services space B. Blog. Maybe somebody is searching for article writing services blog. Maybe that could be a possible keyword. Article writing services best. Article writing services for business. Yeah. So what we do is we continue to research all the way here, C, D, all the way until we reach Z, and we will have a group of keywords. Once we have a group of keywords, then we can use the keyword tool. So let's say, for example, now I've already got the group of keywords for the article writing services, and what we're going to do is we're going to just go to tools here, go under planning, keyword planner, discover new keywords, and we'll type article writing service, article writing services, article writing service Singapore, so I'm just gonna type article writing service, article writing services, article writing service Singapore, article writing services Singapore, and then after that I will just click on get results. And once I get results, I will look at this article writing company. Possibly people are looking for article writing company, right? A variation of article writing could be content writing services. So these are related. So I'm just going to put it here, content writing service. Going to click get results. And at the end of the day, what I want to do is I'll see this checkbox. I'll click here. And I realize that I have 500 over keywords here, that I will select all 500 keywords and I will click on here to download into a CSV, and the keyword research tool will download as a CSV. And here I have a list of keywords that are possibly related to what I'm searching for, but they also give you some additional keywords like SEO writings, SEO article writing, and things like that. So how do we look at this Excel sheet? Basically, you look at the keyword and you also look at the average monthly searches column. You want to make sure that it has a decent search volume, and you want to look at competition. You want to make sure that between low and medium is good. If it's high competition, it's very difficult to get your ads in. So what you do is that you need to look at the keywords that is most related, and out of here you have to choose 10 keywords for this to run your ads. So with that, this part we are going to choose the 10 keywords that will be effective for our ads, and here is how I choose for the article writing services. So I'll probably use this, and this. Alright, these are some of the keywords that will be used. I'm gonna keep the SEO writing towards a separate ad group if I want to. So web content writing, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably 9 web copywriting, and 10. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this. These are possibly the keywords that I'm gonna use for my ads. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy these keywords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And these are the 10 keywords. I'm going to copy these keywords somewhere into a notepad. I'm going to use these keywords later. I'm just going to put a comma behind. And that's it. I'm going to use the keywords later on to build my ad. Creating a Google search ad. After we have found out our 10 keywords, we are now ready to create a Google search ad. we're going to create a campaign for this search ad. We're going to create an ad group for the article writing service, and later on we'll just go and create another ad group for the marketplace listing. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the Google search ad now. To create the Google search ad, and we go to our campaign, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a campaign. We're going to do a new campaign, and we want to know what are our campaign objective. Is it sales? Is it leads? Is it website traffic? Is it product brand awareness and reach, app promotion, local store visits, and create a campaign without a Google guidance. If you have a mobile app, you choose app promotion. If you want people to visit your local store, you do local marketing. You want brand awareness, you run brand awareness reach. This one is more towards video, product and brand consideration. And what we want is we want to bring website traffic. So we will choose website traffic because we want as many people to visit when they click through the ads. So website traffic objective. So for your ad account, you will not see this portion because this one I'm using actual ad account. So what I'll do is I'll click continue, and I will want to create a Google search ad. So I'll just create search ads, and here you want to call your campaign name. So it's add salt, add pepper, search ad. So add salt, add pepper, search ad. I'm gonna click continue, and we want to set this to clicks, as many people click as possible. So we're just gonna click next, and we want to untick the display network. We want to include Google search partners because we want our traffic to only come from the Google search ads. Right, so this part we need to set our country to Singapore because this is only pertaining to Singapore. English is by default. Your audience segments we do not need to create at this point in time. We let it be auto. And here you can allow Google to create headline, description of your assets using your content from your landing page. We can leave that off. More settings. So by default is add rotation. We'll add rotate, and then we'll start and end it. We'll start today, and then we will add schedule. Is that you can actually set ad schedule that your ad will on certain time, off certain time. It's very useful if you want to run your ads only for certain hours, maybe to drive the dinner crowd or the tea time crowd. That's where you use it. Campaign option URL, you don't need to use that. So in here, the keywords, we already have the keywords here. So what we do is we're gonna go back to our keywords here that we have already identified through the keyword research method earlier, through Google Suggest and then Google Keyword Planner. And what we'll do is we'll just enter it here. These are the keywords. And after we have entered the keywords, we will then have to select the final URL. And what we know is the final URL, the article writing service, the final URL is this add salt, add pepper /article. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this, we're going to paste this into the final URL, and the display path is the URL that you want your audience to see. So perhaps we can type it as ARTICLE, article writing. Right, so and what you can see here is the URL shows as article writing. So when people are searching for some of these keywords, which is article writing service, content writing service, you will see that the URL is here, so people will find that this is very relevant. So the next step is what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the headline. The first headline is, you can set it to pin, which means that will always show, right? So what we want to do is we want to say article, writing service, and here as you can see, article writing service is here. If you want this to be the first one, what you can do is you can click on this pin and show it at position 1, and then the next one you can say content writing service, and for content writing service you can set it as the second one so that it will appear here, article writing service as the first one, content writing service as the second one. Why we want to do that is because most of our keywords is either article writing service or content writing service, right? So next we can write the next few headlines. We can write blog content, so article content writing service for blog content, for websites, to promote business. So what happened is that when we do that, as you can see, article writing service, content writing service for websites, to promote business, and article writing, content writing for blog content. That's how you do it. So the Google will actually auto rotate the options that you give them, right? Next, we come to the description. So description is quite a pain to think about it. So we have a tool to craft the description, and this tool is called Writer. So for the description, what we're going to do is we're going to use this tool called Writer, rytr.me, and we're going to use Writer, and we're going to click on Start Writing. And here we're going to talk about ads. So we're going to look for Google search ads, right? And we're going to write article writing service. We're going to write article writing, content writing, blog, business, sales. So I'm just going to give Writer a few product description that they can work with, and basically my target keyword is article writing, and I asked Writer for 3 variants: optimal, creativity value, and in a convincing tone, and all I do is write for me. And that's the beauty. Need help with article writing? Look no further. Our article writing service offers the best quality content tailored for your needs. Rely on us for blog, business, and sales content. So this sounds about right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this, and I go into the description, and I'm going to just paste this, and I realize it is too long. So what we are going to do is we have to just tweak this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just split them. Need help with article writing? That's the first one. Need help with article writing? Second one will be look no further. Our article writing service on so our article writing service offers this, right, tailored to your needs. And of course we have the last one, which is rely on us for blog, business, and sales content. So how does this look? So what we can do is we can pin this as show position 1. When I said that, you realize that this part always will change. Then that looks Nice. So once we are happy with this ad, what we'll do is we're gonna click on next. So we will gonna set a custom budget because we are required to set at $30 a day. Remember, we're gonna set at $30 a day. This one just ignore here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna click next. And we immediately see that our campaign optimization score is 69.7. So what Google will do is that Google will check. And when we are ready, we just publish the campaign. And once we are done, we will see that in our campaign, we will see this ad that is active at $30 a day. This is a search ad. Okay. So one of the required thing to do is that we are supposed to screenshot the campaign in the Google Ads, and we're also supposed to screenshot the two ad groups with the click-through rate and conversion rate in Google Ads. So how do we ensure that the column of click-through rates and conversion rates appear in Google Ads? This is how we do it. So one of the things that we need to ensure is the click-through rate and the conversion rate of the ad to appear here before we actually screenshot. When we see this campaign here, what we are supposed to do is supposed to click on columns, modify columns, and we're gonna look for click-through rate and conversion rate. Click through, click-through rate, which is CTR. We need to ensure we need to tick this click-through rate. Click apply. Go back to column. We need to modify column, and we need to say conversion rate. We need to click conversion rate, and we need to ensure the conversion rate is here, and we apply. And we're going to look at the campaign that I have paused because this is not actual campaign, so I've actually paused the campaign, which is the add salt, add pepper, this campaign here. So what we're going to do is we're going to ensure click-through rate and conversion rate, but we want to move this further here so that when we screenshot we can see this. Maybe we're gonna move it slightly before or after the optimization score. So how do we do that? We click on columns, modify columns. So we want the click-through rate. What we can do is we can move up the click-through rate here, above here. We're going to move up to click-through rate, and we're going to move the conversion rate up just after click-through rate. And what we're going to do is we're going to apply. And when we look at this campaign here, add salt, add pepper. So what we're gonna do is what we're required to do is we're gonna screenshot this here, as an answer. What we want to see is we want to see your click-through rate here and conversion rate. And once you have this screenshot here to show that your campaign that you have just created, and what we want to do is we want to see your $30 a day, and this is your campaign screenshot, which you are gonna click onto here, and it says screenshot of the campaign of the Google Ads, and here you're gonna paste here. This is the screenshot of your campaign, which shows your campaign name, your budget $30 a day, it shows a click-through rate and conversion rate, right? So that is the first part. Next, we are required to screenshot 2 ad groups with click-through rates and conversion rates as well. So what we're gonna do is from the search ad, we're gonna click through, and this is the ad group for the article writing. Ad group 1, we're gonna write article writing service. So we're gonna rename the ad group to something more meaningful. So ad group 1, article writing service, and we have the click-through rate and the conversion rate. So what we need to do is we need to screenshot this as article writing 1. And what is required to see is that we want to see your ad group is created. We want to make sure that you have the click-through rate and you have the conversion rate here. And once you have it, you will copy, go into here. This is for ad group 1. So later we will construct ad group 2. So this is the answer for ad group 1. Okay, ad group 1. Next, we want to screenshot the ad group 1, at least 10 keywords for ad group 1. So how do we do that? So in ad group 1, once we are here, ad group 1, before we do that, if you are not able to find these columns here, if you are not able to see click-through rate, or you're not able to see conversion rate, then you have to click columns here again, modify columns to modify it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the keywords for this ad group 1, and to look at the keywords, we click on keywords and we look for the search keywords that we have set. So what we can do is we can screenshot this, one, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And basically we want to make sure that all are from this ad group 1. So there are 6 of it, and what we do is we're gonna paste this here, we probably need to duplicate this for another set of keywords, which we will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8, 9, 10. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna screenshot this here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna screenshot it here, here. These are the other 4. So altogether there's 10. So it says here, screenshot 10 keywords. There are 6 keywords here, another 4 keywords here, so total is 10. So add group, another 10 keywords. When we do add group 2, we will do the add group 2 keyword screenshot here as well, right? And now we're going to do the add group 1 and related add screenshot. And how we're going to do the related add screenshot is we're going to, here under this part, we'll look at add and assets. We look at ads. This is the ads. And what we're going to do is we're going to screenshot this ads here. And what we can see is that this one is the ad. We want to see this ad belong to this ad group 1. And we are done. So what we're going to do is we're going to screenshot here for ad group 1 as well here. This is ad group 1. And what you're going to do is you're going to do the same for the ad group 2.